All right, no fucking up from here on out. Absolutely none. Should I do the and welcome back to the weekly? No, no.
Yes.
Probably no. Is
That's it now. Didn't even get all the way through it.
that a no or
Stopped.
yeah, I mean no one's gonna watch this anyway, so no need for that. Yep, this week, music from Big Pink, the band, 1968, classic. Probably gonna say that for every album, but it's a classic.
It's
I
true.
did, huh? Well, I was gonna bring up the house. I was talking about this with Jack. I think most people know this, but it's called Music from Big Pink, and Big Pink is the house they recorded in. Pretty sweet. I guess it's this thing here. Apparently it's a private residence now, so when we go public, we're gonna have to inquire about this on Zillow. Yeah.
It's on VRBO. You can rent it.
Oh man, it's on VRBO.
Wow. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
I was gonna say that too. I see that. I mean, so yeah. I mean, if you guys want to start talking about vacations,
Yeah.
The Big Pink. Where is it? Do you know, Jack?
I think it's in Woodstock.
Where's Woodstock?
Yeah. I drove past Socrates on my way to my alma mater.
Well, there you
My
go.
dad, every time, he's a big fan of the band. He'd be like, "We're gonna stop this time to see the Pink House." You never did that.
Gotta do it.
Can't do anything. Just look at it for 20 seconds. Keep going. Drove 5 hours out of the way to see it.
We're gonna have lunch at the house or
Worth
something.
it.
It's like them right there in the next picture. Just sit out front.
Yeah.
Just bring a lawn chairs and sit there until someone tells us to leave. All the doors and windows are locked. You can't get in. You sit on the property at least.
Worth it, man. Worth it.
I didn't know that though. Not know that was a reference to the house.
Yeah. Reference to the house. And another thing I saw on Wikipedia. So it was filmed in New York and LA. So I don't know where, I guess the house is in New York, but so album came out in 1968 and it was following the band backing Bob Dylan in 1966, which is pretty cool. And then they did their own thing, did their own studio album. So that was really all I had for the intro. I can go first with my MVP, my favorite song, and then least favorite. MVP, super easy. Talked about it before. The cover art, pretty sweet, pretty great. I couldn't tell you anything about the technique, but actually,
Is it impressionist? I don't know.
huh?
Is that impressionist? I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess.
but this is also by Bob Dylan, which is pretty cool. And apparently, it's the 6 members of the band. Again, no idea who's who, but I mean, pretty cool. That was it. That was it. Cool cover art. Favorite song. Again, pretty straightforward. I vote We Can Talk. Just good energy.
Good one.
Yeah. And then runner up, I had Long Black Veil, just because I like the Folsom Prison cover.
Yes, I was gonna say, man, Johnny Cash song.
Yeah. Do you know which one was first?
Johnny Cash, I think probably Johnny Cash, but
okay.
Because
I just embarrassed myself on the internet because it's the other way around. So
because I was saying earlier, I thought it was like an original Johnny Cash song, but it was done by a person before both of them. Oh damn!
yeah.
I mean, they also
or something his name was.
I know the band also covers that Springsteen song, Atlantic City, and I like their version of it more. So so they get the win.
Yeah,
I don't care if this will. They
do
did
a lot
better.
of covers, you trade songs.
But yeah, that's a good shout. It's a good song.
Yeah, for sure. Least favorite? Not least favorite.
Say it.
I'm about to get canceled. But like
if you want, I will.
Like we were talking about in our text, I got to go with The Wait. Not least favorite, but just overrated.
You've heard it too much,
man.
I bet.
I think overrated is even more of a of a hate on it than saying least favorite. Least favorite, you could be
Yeah.
saying you like every song on the album. It's just your least favorite. But you just said it's
Good
an
point.
overrated song. So I just want to make it known that you feel that way.
Yikes, yikes. We'll get our
I
to
love
cut that
this
out.
song.
Not a big hater like Inky over here. Jeez.
Cool. Well, that was it for me. Popcorn, Jack.
Okay. Let me look at the list of things I have to do. MVP. I was talking to Inky about this earlier, but the organ and Chest Fever is so awesome.
Absolutely.
It's just like, I don't know, it gets you hype. It's just like such a cool intro. And I was just reading about it. It's all based on this one Bach song that's like super. I don't know I forget what it's called, but I'll send it afterward. But it's like a super like, it's kind of like the music from like Dracula or something. It's awesome, and it's funny that it's based off that. So I don't know. I think that's the coolest part of the album. And then favorite song or moment. Again, I just love Chest Fever. I think that's like the coolest song. The Wheels on Fire is also, I think, a good runner-up. And I mean, like I Shall Be Released is like a classic song. It's a nice outro to the album, I think. Like a good finale. But yeah, Chest Fever is just, I think it's just like such a standout. A lot of the rest of the album to me kind of just blends in with like typical the band sound. They have a very, specific sound, and some of it kind of just gets like forgettable almost, in my opinion. But Chest Fever, I think, stands out. Least favorite?
Yeah, it's a little old manny sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It's like that stuff of the band that you kind of just skip. It's kind of whiny almost. No offense to the band, I love the band, but sometimes it just kind of sounds a little like, I don't know. And yeah, I love The Wait, but I only ever, this is my least favorite. I only ever listen to The Wait if it's like the Last Waltz version. Like it's got to be the live Wait. This I just don't really care for the studio version. It's a little overplayed.
Yeah, I mean, it's suitable for like 3 a.m. last couple beers with all the guys in the flower shop, maybe.
Yeah,
But
you're just winding down.
yeah, it's a sing along. I mean, it's a sing along. I mean,
It's total.
it's
Yeah.
funny, like so, like obviously, I also was making the point that it doesn't really do much for me. Not even a wiggle down there when I hear it. But it's funny because both times that we played sets at Corey's house, we finished with The Wait.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah,
That's
I mean,
It's a crowd pleaser.
it's crowd pleaser. It's a sing along.
It's like sleeper.
Well,
Let's
let's
but
relax there a little bit.
it's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
I
what
set
you
the
mean.
room. Oh shit.
I know what you mean. A lot of people would say that about like Sweet Home Alabama too, because that one I still love that song, but that one is like you'll hear it on the radio 3 times a day. Like you'll change stations and hear it on a different radio, and it's like
Yeah.
if you're tired of it, I get it.
Yeah. It's that like set of classic rock songs that's just on all the time. Like classic vinyl on Sirius XM or like MGK, like it's those same songs you hear that it's just like, all right, it's what you think of when you think of classic rock, but it's an overplayed set.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're telling me Leonard Skinner don't have any other songs besides Freebird and
Yeah. Or like Cashmere for Zeppelin or something. Like I don't even hear
yeah,
that.
both bands have a tremendous amount of songs. At least like MGK around here plays a depth of Zeppelin songs and a depth of Beatles songs, but outside of that, it's the same like 3 for every band.
Yeah.
Kind of a crime. It's just a waste.
Yeah.
It's just a waste, really.
That's why you listen to the full album. You're gonna 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find something better than you bought the album for.
That's why I have a record player in my
That's a
car.
hot tip.
That's record player in the car. I love it. I don't mean to hop back in, but I forgot my favorite part of Chest Fever. I was just reading the Wikipedia article, and Robbie Robertson, who wrote the song, said he has no idea what the lyrics are about, and they make 0 sense. He literally said the song doesn't make sense. That's just funny. It's like in its entirety, it doesn't make sense, and I love that.
I wrote it just for the organ part. Truly,
Yeah.
that's what
I
he
mean,
said.
yeah,
Made me happy.
yeah,
The
probably.
Dracula thing was a pretty good description. I looked it up. It was a toccata and fugue in D minor.
Yeah, it sounds like Dracula.
Yeah.
Sounds sinister, yeah.
Very
Uh,
sinister.
Jack, if you're all good, up. Dan,
Yep.
you want?
Yeah, sure. All right, I guess. I mean, Jack kind of stole my thunder. Chest Fever is definitely my favorite song on the album. Love it for the
Nice.
organ part and the motif, dude. That song's sick. But I guess I'll say for my MVP of the album, I have to give a shout out to all the vocalists. There's like 4 members of the band all sing. Rick Danko sings. Levon Helms sings. He probably is the most iconic voice of them all, in my opinion. Yeah. Robbie Robertson sings. Richard Manuel sings. And I would say, like, one of the reasons why, like, you sing along with Atlantic City, everyone sings along with The Weight, is like in those chorus moments, they have such a great open sound, while also being kind of strange and weird and folky. Like, the chords are really weird that they sit on. But I think it makes the songs all that more memorable. Yeah, I mean, The Weight is iconic. Slightly overplayed, but iconic. Just because of those guys' singing voices.
Agreed.
I mean, they're all multi-instrumentalists too. They're just out of this world talents.
Yeah, that's a good take. Because
God
I would say,
damn, what a review.
did we sign him full time?
I think this is a full-time fixture.
Permanent co-host.
I mean, if this is over Zoom or whatnot, easy to
Yeah.
clock in.
Yeah,
Easy to clock in. It's good Sunday.
yeah. I mean,
I'll put in my time.
I figured like no rules. You can always snap it around people. Got to get Nigel in on one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I think,
Talking about Tame Impala record, something like that.
Ooh.
there you go. I have nothing to say about Tame Impala, but I'll let him talk.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, maybe Beatles or something like that. But or he could just have like 30 minutes of his own time and just talk about Jefferson Airplane.
Oh no. We talked about Starship and Starship too.
Yeah, I think he loves it all. Yeah.
This city.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know if I have a favorite like moment. Honestly, this is the first time I've listened. Like we said, like this is the first time I've listened to it, from cover to cover. I think it's interesting that you guys all said Chest Fever. I thought that was a good one. I liked Long Black Veil too. I like the Johnny Cash cover. And I think in terms of an MVP, I mean, I would say this about all their music, and obviously I'm kind of more superficial and surface level with them, but Levon's a beast, man. Just like, and I also have such a respect for anybody who plays drums and sings.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
That is difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's cool when we play. Tim will usually when we play the band, Tim will actually sing. Like if we play Up on Cripple Creek, Tim will sing that, and like that's a crowd pleaser. And again, like one of the reasons it gets everybody so fired up is just because like you see the drummer who's kind of hanging out in the back making the most noise, it's kind of then singing, and it's a good performance too. So yeah, I think Levon's beast, MVP.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, Tim rocks the Leon impression with your band songs.
Yeah, you've seen it, right?
Yeah. I saw him do Up on Cribble Creek at the Maniac House, right?
You just gotta go kind of southern with
Yeah, we did that, and then I think him and Kyle were trading verses on The Weight, which is kind of similar to how they actually do it in the recording, where they're all trading verses.
Nice. I didn't know that. Cool.
Dude, Seamus, I wish I had like your instruments here, because so Mallory and I just like signed a new lease, and we're down the street from my place now, and it's got like a private roof deck with like the other tenant in the building, and it's like awesome. And I was thinking, how sick would it be if you guys were able to play up there when you visited? But you'd have to bring all your instruments. But you totally could. I mean, you can check a guitar on the plane, but that would be awesome.
A drum kit would be a little tougher. I guess we'll just have to take Tim's VW bus and drive to Chicago. It'll take us about 22 hours to get there. I think the thing's top speed is probably like 50 miles, but
Oh man.
that would be sick. I mean, we said the same thing about Nigel's place in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good spot for it.
I hope that actually materializes. I don't know if he'll ever like go back to living in it. He's leasing it now, but that was like, dude, we could just run electric up there and it's perfect. and there's so many other people with rooftops right there too.
Yeah,
That would be
just
sick.
crowd.
That would be the coolest thing I've ever done.
Absolutely.
Hands down, man.
That would put the Beatles concert to shame.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy's got nothing on us.
So true.
Beatles songs.
Yeah,
Say-
come on, Beatles.
Yeah,
Run your diverse.
good stuff.
Anything else to add about the album? We're the band.
Oh shit, totally forgot.
I'd give a shout out to Tears of Rage.
gotta
It's a
do
great
this.
song in the album too. Like I think that's one song where the vocals sound really strange and off-putting, but it's really cool.
What do we
Yeah,
gotta do?
they come in hot with Tears of Rage. It's like a
Oh.
pretty intense
Oh.
song. You guys are frozen.
Yeah, Seamus, you're cutting out. Think you're back.
Hey.
Think you're
Am I
back. We're
back?
good. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it froze for a hot second there.
all good. Yeah, I was just gonna say that I think this is it then. Just rank.
What does S mean?
I think it's just called S tier, I'm pretty sure. It's just the top tier.
It's like superb, adequate, below adequate, crap, and dog shit.
I'd say
I like that.
yeah, that actually might work pretty well. I'd say A is better
Like you
than
can type it
adequate.
in. I'm pretty sure you can edit those.
Yeah, I could edit them. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it now. I was trying to navigate this website. They have so many ads because that's the only way they could possibly make
Yeah.
any money. It's a nightmare. Well, you don't want to see that.
My bad.
But yeah, I think that's about right. I think A would be a little bit better than adequate, like the second best one.
Awesome.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Doesn't have to be any of those. We can, yeah, change it.
And it's super tough because we have no point of reference. It's a blank slate.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty content to just stick it at the top of B tier. That's what my gut reaction is.
I was thinking-
Right in there. You were thinking the same thing?
I might push slightly for A, but I can understand where it's at. Like I think a lot of the songs are songs that I wouldn't necessarily remember. Like I think they have better stuff. I think they're more like tighter albums that in my mind. I'm fine with where it's at.
I would definitely say B tops, and I'm just saying that like not to pick on the album. It's a solid album, and it like listening to it cover to cover. I things on albums, and it kind of like for me, I know there's like an artistic thing behind it, kind of ruins the experience because it's just like I just want to throw it on cover to cover and be like, yeah, every one of these songs is good. Thought every one of these songs was solid. Couple good songs like Chest Fever stick out, but for my own frame of reference, like I would say S is a category where like I think we're all thinking the same thing, like thinking like Asia, or Boston. Like
Ooh,
every song is just like every song's a banger, basically.
agreed. Yeah.
I listened
Hard
to
debut.
an unhealthy amount. I love that album.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Like that's an S. I feel like an A would maybe be like a certain. I mean, Zeppelin probably have multiple S's, but
Yeah.
maybe insert like a Zeppelin album that's got like some legendary songs. Maybe like one of the 1 through 4 ones where it's like some legendary songs. They did some like kind of broke through the scene for themselves a little bit more, and then all the rest of the songs are good. It's just not like everyone is like a banger.
Is that what you were saying for A? What you would put in A?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like A is
generally agree.
still like
Say high
still
A.
a
'cause
really
it's
heavy
Zeppelin.
hitter, but not necessarily every song is like memorable.
I would put like Zeppelin 3 in A, and then like In Through the Outdoor at B, probably Zeppelin 2 at S, in my opinion, and like House of the Holy at S.
Yeah, I'm a House of the Holy guy.
Big House of the Holy
That's
guy.
a major F.
I like Into the Outdoor a lot.
You're a big
I'm probably the biggest
I'd go
Into the
Into
Outdoor
the-
advocate that I know.
The biggest in through the outdoor guy.
Side B of Zeppelin 2, I think is like, in my opinion, one of their like, I don't know, it's almost their magnum opus in my opinion, but you know, I think that's definitely debatable. And I am excited to get to the point in these conversations where we talk about these albums, because like I think when we talk about albums that all of us really know well, that's going to be like really good conversation, and we can really debate, because I don't, we don't necessarily all know this album super well.
Yeah, agreed.
But
yeah, I wanted to get to the point where we're like throwing things across the room and cursing at each other because we're that hotly contested.
Neil Peart is bad.
No, what?
Awesome.
Wait, you guys good?
I mean, bad.